Hello and welcome to a very slow flow. In this flow, we are going to break it down. We're going to slow it down. If you are one that maybe just takes a little extra time to get into a posture, then this is going to be a great class for you. I'll also show you ways where you can use blocks if that helps you out in a posture. Let's go ahead and get started finding a child's pose. So you bring the knees wide, but if that's uncomfortable on the low back, you can always bring the knees together. Options to sit a block between the hips and the heels, or what I really like to do sometimes is place my forehead on a block. Just that pressing against the third eye can really help your body to relax. So wherever you need to go, but find your way where you can just settle down. Start to draw inward. Just bring your full awareness to the breath. And just start to notice where you feel the breath, maybe in the back body, maybe you feel the belly expand and contract. Maybe you feel the fingertips start to inch forward. So through our yoga practice, we try to turn on our ujjayi breathing. That's our breath of fire, our victorious breath. So we work to keep our mouth closed, breathing in and out through the nostrils. So inhale through the nose. Exhale back out through the nose. Good. Try to match the length of the inhale breath to the length of the exhale. So this breath is the most important part of the practice. If throughout the class, if you ever notice that your breath starts to speed up or you maybe find yourself mouth breathing, you can always come back to a child's pose, recalibrate, center the breath, and then meet us back in the posture. Good. Let's press the fingertips into the mat. So we tent the palms, lift the elbows, and then start to walk the fingertips over towards the right. And then you can lower the forehead back down, just starting to breathe into the side body on the left side. Good. Lift the forehead, walk the fingertips all the way back through center and then over to the left. Rest the forehead back down. So breathing into the side body now on the right side. Inhale, make your way back through center, rest the forehead down. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale it out. Let's press our way up to a tabletop position. So we'll walk the wrists so they're stacked under the shoulders and the knees so they're stacked under the hips. Moving through our cat-cows. So on the inhale, drop the belly, tuck the toes, lift the gaze, and try to squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, bring the chin to the chest, draw the belly button in towards the spine, press away. Inhale, fill up, belly drops, gaze lifts, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, round. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Find that rounding through the upper back, just warming up through the spine here. Inhale, arch the back, lift the gaze. I like to tuck to the toes. That allows me to get a little toe stretch here. Exhale, round, press away. Let's do one more. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up, hold it at the top. Exhale all the air out as you press away, round. Good. Coming back to our tabletop position. Let's sweep the right arm high, gaze up towards the right thumb. Try to stack the right shoulder on top of the left shoulder, find that twist. And then we'll thread the needle, so you can walk the left hand forward, and then we lower the right shoulder down. You can keep the hand pressing on the mat, or you can start to walk it forward, or you can start to bind the left arm behind the body. But we're trying to work our gaze up. So really facilitating that twist there. Let's unwind it, plant the left hand, extend the right arm high, gaze towards the thumb. And then bringing the right hand back down to the mat. Extend the right leg back, flex the foot, try to press through it. So press the back of the knee out, start to turn the right quad on. Bend the right heel up towards the glute, and then draw some circles with the right knee. Switch out the direction. Good. Extend the right leg back and then lower it down. Let's move to the left side. Sweep the left arm high, gaze up. Left shoulder, reach it back. Thread your needle. Walk the right arm forward and then lower the left shoulder down. Gaze up. Right hand can stay on the mat, or you can bind it behind you. Start to unwind, plant the right hand, extend the left arm high, gaze up. Left hand comes down. So now extend the left leg back. So fire up the core here. Kick through the left heel, turn the leg on, activate those muscles. Keep pressing into the hands. Then bend left heel up towards the glute, draw circles now. Draw circles with the left knee. And then switch out the direction. Extend the left leg back, lower the left knee down. Walk the hands back so the hips are sitting on the heels. If that is too intense on the knees, you can stay elevated, or if that's too intense, you can place a block between your legs, maybe stack two on top. And if that position is still too much on the knees, you can maybe sit crisscross leg. On the blocks allows the knees to open so the hips are elevated, the pelvis can kind of spill forward, opening up here. So just however you can find a seat that suits you. We'll sweep the arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, finding our eagle arm. So right arm goes under the left arm. So you're working to find a bind, eventually trying to get palms to touch. If that doesn't serve you, you can always just do arms side by side or give yourself a big bear hug. So finding whatever bind is in your practice, lift the gaze up, lean back, and then round, chin to the chest, draw the bind forward. Inhale, come up. Release the arms, sweep them overhead. So now this time either left arm goes under or give yourself that hug, or arms can go by side. Lift up, lean back, and then chin towards chest, fold. Just feel that wonderful opening through the shoulder blades, the back body. Inhale, come up. Release the arms, sweep them overhead. Keep the left arm lifted. Bring the right hand down to the floor. Start to bend the right elbow. Lean the left arm over to the right. Come back through center, reach up through the right arm, left hand comes down, reach up through the right, lean to the left. You can bend that left elbow as the left hand connects to the ground. Make your way back up through center. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the gaze up and release the head. Just let it go. Good. Lift the head, reach the arms back up, and then lift the hips, plant the hands. So meeting back in that tabletop, however you can get there. Walk the hands forward, lower the forehead down, keeping the hips high. Try to press the armpits down towards the mat. Good. Slide the body forward. So lowering the belly down, keeping the forearms down, elbows are under the shoulders. Feet can be hips width distance apart. Start to squeeze the shoulder blades. So pretend like you put a pencil between those shoulder blades. You're trying to hold on to it. Forearms are down. And then lower the chin towards the chest. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades. Roll right ear towards right shoulder. Roll the chin back through center and then bring left ear towards left shoulder. Come back through center. Press into the palms, point the thumbs forward, straighten the arms, lift the head. Try to release the head back. Good. Bend the elbows, pull the heart forward, lower the forehead down to the mat. So now you can bring the legs together so the heels and the big toes will come to touch. But if you have a sensitive low back that's tricky sometimes, you can keep the feet at hips width distance or a little wider. So just go to whatever level your low back is requiring of you today. But press into the tops of the feet, anchor them into the floor so you feel the knees lift. Hands are planted under shoulders and start to wrap the elbows tight in towards the body. Contract the glutes, press in the tops of the feet, and inhale, lift the torso up. Keep squeezing the elbows tight, and then try to lift the gaze up towards the sky. Anchor the tops of the feet, press them down into the mat. Keep lifting the gaze up. One more inhale, lift up, squeeze up. Good. Lower the forehead down. You can shimmy the hips right to left. And if you don't already have your feet wide, now bring them wide to the width of the mat. Walk the hands back, one handprint so they're a little closer towards your hips. Squeeze the elbows in, tight by the body. Start to press into the hands. Try to lift the torso up. Keep pressing into the hands, lift the gaze. Notice if the head is sunk down and the ears are by the shoulders. So we're trying to press away. Find that length through the spine. One more inhale, press up, lift up. Slowly bend the elbows. Try to draw the forehead towards the top of the mat and then lower it down. Good. Bring the legs back together. Hands under shoulders, tuck the toes, press the hips back towards the heels. Pass through a child's pose. Come back to that breath, in and out through the nostrils, long, slow inhales matched by even longer, slower exhale breaths. So now let's tuck the toes, send the hips high. Let's meet in a downward facing dog. So you're pressing into the hands, gazing towards the belly button. If the heels are nowhere near the mat, that is completely fine. But what we want to do then is bend the knees and press the chest towards the thighs, keeping the integrity through the length of the spine rather than finding that rounded back. So let's shake the head, yes. Let's shake it no. Then let's shake the head yes again. Good. Let's send the heels high and then walk the feet up to meet the hands. When you reach the top, put a deep bend in the knees, grab opposite elbows, work the chin towards the chest, and just let the upper body drape over the thighs. You can rock side to side, front to back. If any of that feels nice for you, please do so. Let's release the hands. And then we're ragdoll rolling up. So press into the heels. Have the shoulders rounded. Start to press, press, press into the legs. Working to stack the spine. Shoulders stack, neck, head comes up last. Palms face out. Press into the feet here. Start to fire up the core. Turn the quads on as you press the heels in towards the mat. Let's sweep the arms overhead, gaze towards the thumbs, and then little back bend here. So turn the quads on, squeeze the glutes, press the hips forward, lean back. Good, come back up through center. Open the arms, bend the knees, swan dive, fold forward. So you can lead with the heart, bend the knees, fold forward. Hands come towards the mat, chin towards chest. Let's inhale, halfway lift. So hands can stay on the mat. You can bring them to the shins or you can bring them to the upper thighs. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Try to find that length through the spine. And then as you exhale, fold. You can bend the knees, plant the hands. Try to pull the forehead towards the knees. So let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Grow the spine long. Exhale, bend the knees, fold, press into hands, forehead towards knees. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step the right foot back, and then step the left foot back to meet the right. Hold here, high straight arm plank. If that's too intense, you can always drop to the knees, but work on keeping your weight lifted. Now let's drop to the knees if they aren't already there. Wrap the elbows in just like we did in that Cobra pose. So instead of them going wide, we want to wrap them in. So as we lower the heart down, we keep them tight beside the rib cage. So start to bend the elbows, keep them tight beside, and then lower the heart down. Good. Flatten the tops of the feet, press them into the mat, squeeze the elbows again. Inhale, lift up, gaze up. And then lower the heart down. Tuck the toes, press into the hands, send the hips back towards the heels, pass through a child's pose. And then let's tuck the toes, send the hips high, meeting in that downward facing dog again. Send the right leg high, bend the knee, open the hips, and the right heel towards the left glute. Keep pressing into the hands, trying to point the right knee up towards the sky. Straighten the right leg, elevate the left heel off the mat. And so we're sweeping this right knee forward towards the forehead. If it takes you a couple steps, that's fine. Lower this right foot in between the hands. If you have to use your right hand to help guide it there, that is fine. Do what you need to do. We're lowering the left knee down, meeting in a low crescent lunge. Arms come up. Good. So if you need to scoot the right foot a little more forward, because we don't want the knee projected over the toes. We want the toes out in front, trying to get a 90-degree bend here. And then we activate this left glute. That's going to allow this left hip flexor to open up. Shift back, runner stretch. So as you shift the weight back, you can flex the right toes towards the face. I find the balance is a little easier if I tuck these left toes under. You can use blocks here under the hands if that helps assist you. But we're working to keep these right toes flexed towards the heart, really targeting through the hamstring here. Keep drawing the belly button in towards the spine, folding over the right leg. Let's shift back forward, so we'll plant the right foot, sweep the arms up. Low crescent. Now send the left arm forward, right arm back. Gaze towards the right thumb. Good, so we're finding that twist. Left arm is extended forward, right arm is reaching back. And then just tick-tock the arms, left arm goes down, right arm goes high. So finding this little twist here. Good, reach the right hand back, place it on the hip. Try to gaze over the right shoulder. Good, bring the right hand back up, frame the right foot. Let's tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and step the right foot back. So again, if that takes you some time, that is fine. Meet us in this high plank. Knees can be lifted or you can have them lowered. So high straight arm plank, we're holding here. Moving through a chaturanga, so always an option to drop the knees or keep them lifted. I'll do a knee dropped version. So knees lower, elbows in. Notice if they go wide. We're lowering the heart down, elbows tight. Press the tops of the feet into the mat, squeeze the elbows, lift the gaze up. And then lower the heart down. Tuck the toes, press into the hands, send the hips back towards the heels, pass through a child's pose. Tuck the toes, meaning in a downward facing dog. So continue to press into the hands, working on opening through the backs of the legs here. Beautiful posture, getting the head under the heart. This nice little inversion here. Let's send the left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. So now left heel towards right glute. Point that left knee high towards the sky. Straighten out the left leg, elevate the right heel off the mat, and then we're drawing knee towards forehead. So practice pressing into the hands. Find that rounding of the back. That's going to create space so you can step this left foot forward. But go where you need to go. If you need to use the hand to guide it up there, please do it. Lower the right knee down. Sweep the arms up, low crescent lunge. Notice where that left foot is. Do you need to scoot it forward? Try to avoid knee over toe. Keep lifting the arms up. Activate the core here, protecting the low back. Shift back, runner stretch. Left toes flex. Again, you can use hands on the mat, or you can use blocks. One under left hand, one under right hand. Just folding over this left leg. If the knee is bent, that is fine too. Try not to always want your practice to look like something else. Just be grateful to where your body has taken you today. All the traumas, things you've been through, be grateful that you are still able to get on your mat. You have the choice to move, and you've been able to do that here. Some people already have the choice made for them, so be grateful that you have the ability to move freely. Let's shift forward, plant the left foot, sweep the arms up, low crescent. Send the right arm forward, left arm back. So now we're twisting towards the left. Kind of squeeze the inner thighs together. That's going to help you find your balance. Gaze over that left thumb. Good. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, twist back. Right hand comes down to the instep of the left foot. Left arm goes high. Gaze towards left thumb. Good. Try to draw this right shoulder towards the inside of the knee, deepening the twist. Good. Place the left hand on the hip, gaze over the left shoulder. Left hand comes back down. You can heel to the left foot to midline, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and again, we're stepping this left foot back. So meeting in this high straight arm plank, or you can have the knees dropped and meeting in a knee dropped plank. So let's move through our chaturanga. Lower the knees, lower the heart. Press the tops of the feet, lift the heart. Squeeze the elbows in, gaze up. Lower the forehead down, tuck toes, press hips back, pass through child's pose. Tuck toes and hips high, down dog. Send the right leg high. Step it forward, however you need to get there. Warrior one. So we'll lower this left heel down, sweep the arms up. So check out your feet, check out your left foot. Is it pointed 45? Is this quad turned on? Do you need to scoot this right foot a little more forward? Bend into the right knee. Try to square the hips towards the front of the mat. Reach up through the arms. Draw the belly in, tailbone down. Cactus the arms, interlace behind you. Lean back. And then take the bind with you. Fold, humble your warrior. Chin towards chest. Take the bind. Cartwheel the arms up, warrior two. So spiral this left arm open. So it's just a little shimmy of the hips. So now the hips are squared towards the left edge of the mat, bending into the right knee. Now we're reaching fingertip to fingertip. So again, check out this back leg. Is that quad turned on? Are you pressing the left foot firmly into the mat? Gaze over the right middle finger. Good. Straighten the right leg. Reach up to the top. Exhale, ride the breath down, meeting back in warrior two. Inhale, straighten, squeeze at the top. Exhale, meeting back in warrior two, so just the right knee is bending. Inhale, straighten legs, squeeze. Exhale, warrior two, hold here. Good, flip the front palm, reverse. Take the left hand down the back leg, reach the right arm back. Extended side angle, take the right forearm on top of the thigh, extend the left arm up towards the sky. Good, reach the left bicep by the left ear. So now this left arm is reaching forward. Extend the left arm back high to the sky. Now bend the elbow, bring it behind you. Palm is facing out. So use that left shoulder, draw it back, gaze up. Keep pressing into the feet, continue bending into the right knee. Nice. Meeting back in a warrior two, lift the torso up, gaze front middle finger. Flip the front palm, reverse. As you reach back, straighten out the right leg now. So strong, straight legs, you're reaching back. Then lift the torso up. So we're meeting in a triangle pose. You might want to use a block for this one, so have it nearby. So turn the quads on, reach, reach, reach forward. So quads are engaged, belly is engaged, and then bringing the arms north and south. If that's too intense for you, you can use a block under this right hand, working to gaze towards the left thumb. But we want to avoid putting too much weight into the hands. We want to get active here. We're still trying to work the core. So other options you can do, you can press the back of the hand towards that inner part of the ankle. Keep lifting up through the left arm. But know where your level is today. Breathe into that. Be grateful for that. Good. Let's rise up with the inhale. Reverse your triangle. Reach back. And then bend the right knee. Let's cartwheel the arms down. So that back heel will lift. Hands will plant, and then you'll step this right foot back. High plank. Moving through our chaturanga, knees, heart. Up dog. Pass through a child's pose. Hips to heels. Tuck toes. Down dog. Press into the hands. Feel that back body getting more warm, more open. Send the left leg high. Step it forward, warrior one. However you need to get there, using that left hand, hopping it up. But then we'll lower the right heel down, arms come up with the inhale breath. So I like to have my feet more on train tracks rather than on a tightrope, because I like to try to get my right hip squared towards the front of the mat. Bending into the left knee. So press into the feet. Find your connection to your foundation. Let's cactus the arms. Interlace them behind you. Lean back. Let's take the spine, bend the left knee, humble. Chin towards chest. You've got the weight distributed through the feet. Cartwheel the arms open, warrior two. So a little shimmy of the feet here. Now my heels are on a tight rope. And then my arms extend forward, so my hips are now squaring towards the right edge of the mat. So press firmly into the feet, doing our 3 pumping warriors. Straighten the left leg, reach to the top. Gaze at the thumb, squeeze the glutes. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. One more inhale, reach, squeeze. Warrior two, hold. Draw the tailbone down, belly in. Flip the front palm, reverse, reach back. Feel that opening through the left side body as you reach back. Keep bending into the left knee. Side angle. Bring the left forearm on top of the left thigh. Extend the right arm high. Gaze to right thumb. If it's ever too much on the neck to keep the gaze up, you can bring the gaze down towards the left big toe. Just do what feels suitable for you. Bend the right elbow, bring behind the body, palm is facing out. Continue to rotate that right shoulder back, working the gaze up. Belly's in, legs are active. Extend the right arm high. Make your way up, back to that warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse. As you reach back, straighten the left leg, that front leg out. Straighten the leg, reach back. Now with straight legs, press into the feet, lift the torso up. So finding our Trikonasana triangle. Legs are active, belly's in. You reach forward. So try to touch this left hand, whatever's in front of you. And then bring the arms north and south. So again, a block can be under this left hand. And remember, there's different sizes on these blocks. There's the highest, medium, lowest. So use whatever you need here, or you can press the back of the hand on the inner part of the ankle, gazing up or down at the big toe. But you're pressing firmly into the feet to feel the opening through the right side body. Keep the core active here. This pose trims and tones the waistline, but we got to keep the core active to do it. Bring the gaze down, bend the left knee, bring the hands down, lift that right heel up, step the left foot back, high plank. Moving through our chaturanga, knees, heart. Up dog, press tops of the feet, elbows in, gaze up. Lower the heart down, tuck toes, press back. Down dog. Gaze forward, lift the heels up, walk the feet up to meet the hands. When the feet reach the top, bring the big toes and the ankles, the knees to come to touch. We're doing an Utkatasana here. Biceps beside the ears, draw the belly in. Weight is in the heels here. Sweep the right arm back, left arm forward. Gaze towards right thumb. Keep squeezing the knees together, belly in tight, sitting the hips low. Come back up through center. Left hand goes back, right hand goes forward. Gaze over that left thumb. Back through center. Straighten the legs, lift up, lean back, little back bend, squeeze the glutes. Rise to stand. Hands through heart center, close the eyes, take a breath here. All right, pressing into the left foot, draw the right knee up in towards the chest. Maybe you play around with just bringing the right big toe up. Maybe you lift it for a few moments. Maybe you interlace the fingers on top of the shin. But work on engaging this left quad, pressing into the sole of the left foot. Wherever you can lift it, maybe if it hovers just for a moment. Good, lower the right foot back down. Moving on to the left side, so anchor into the right foot, just working on our balance here, that's all we're doing. If you fall out, get right back in. So maybe come onto the left tiptoes, activate this right quad, and then draw the left knee in. Maybe you interlace the fingers on top. Maybe you work on just holding it up. You can have hands to hips. Lower it back down. Sit the hips back in the chair, Utkatasana. Squeeze knees, squeeze ankles together, biceps by the ears. We're doing little pulses here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, lift up, lean back. Hands through heart center. So now working our tree pose. So you can either come on the tiptoes, bring the heel on the inner part of the ankle, or you can bring it up to the calf, or you can bring it up to the inner thigh, but we don't want to bring it on the knee because we don't want to put pressure on it that way. So wherever you can go, try to bring hands to heart center, find your gaze, your drishti, your focus. If the eyes are darting all around the room or wherever you are, that's going to make you fall out. So find one spot to focus on, press into the left foot. If you've got that tree, maybe challenge yourself, maybe lift the arms up. Keep your gaze, your focus. Hands come back through center. Release the right foot back to meet the left. Moving on to the left side. Anchor that right foot down. Come onto the left tiptoes. You either bring the heel to the inner part of the ankle, bring it up to the calf, bring it up to the inner thigh. But try to press the hips forward. Hands can be at heart. They can be on the hips. Press into the right leg. Find your focus, your drishti, your gaze. Maintain the breath. Maybe if you've got a confident balance, you can start to extend the arms up. Hands come back through heart. Left foot comes back to meet the right. Good. Sweep the arms overhead, gaze up to thumbs. Exhale, swan dive, open the arms, bend the knees, fold. Forehead towards knees. Let the head go. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to mat, shins or thighs. Exhale, fold, plant hands. And then we're just lowering the hips down to the mat. So wherever you can land. Making our way down to our seat. If you've got one of those blocks, grab onto it. If you don't worry about it. Just extend your arms out. Pretend like you're holding one in front of you. So feet are planted. We're leaning halfway back. And then we're going to rise up, reach up. So shift halfway back. Doing a little bit of core work here. Lift up. So keep the back flat. Try to avoid rounding. Lift up. Lean back. Good. Activate those core muscles. That's going to help you with your balance. That's going to help you with your practice. Everything's connected here. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Lean halfway back. Tiny little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down to your back. Hug the knees into the chest. You can rock side to side. Plant the feet, heels near the glutes, finding a bridge pose. So press into the feet, lift the hips up. You can use your hands on your back for support, or you can place a block underneath the hips. There is so much traffic today. I'm sorry. It's like holiday time. People just come out the woodwork. You just don't know what you're going to get. So keep lifting the hips up, either pressing into the heels, squeezing the glutes, lifting up, or you can have it supported. Continue to breathe. One more inhale, press up. Lower the hips down. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Extend the legs up to the sky. Also here, you can use a block under the hips. That can feel really nice, propping the hips up. See what I tell you? It's crazy. Christmas parties, man. Everyone's going and doing. So just let the legs drain. And after this class, you'll be ready to go and do. Be able to dance the night away at a Christmas party. Good. If it feels nice to rotate the ankles, feel free. Maybe just close the eyes. Good. Remove the block if you have it under the hips. And then bend the knees, peace fingers, hook the big toes, or grab the outside edges of the feet for a happy baby. Bring chin towards chest. Try to use the strength of the arms to work the knees towards the floor. Then bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees splay wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. You can have one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Or you can grab opposite elbow, reach the arms overhead. Just let the knees splay wide as much as you can. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. And then interlace the fingers behind that left thigh. Release the head and shoulders down to the mat. Try to draw that left knee in towards the body. Hug the right knee in, extend the left leg long. Guide the right knee over to the left, gaze to the right. Back through center, hug both knees in. Now bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh, interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, pull in. Left knee hugs in, right leg extends long. Draw the left knee over towards the right, gaze left. Unwind back through center. Hug both knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees. Guide the chin towards the chest, forehead in towards the knees. As you inhale, squeeze the body in tight. And as you exhale, let it go. Savasana. So the palms face up, the legs extend out, feet fall away. Try to hold no tension through the body, through the face. Just let it all go. It is always an honor and a pleasure to practice with you. If you're new to yoga or if you're just late in life starting or anything like that, just be so proud of yourself for showing up, for moving. Our bodies were designed and made to move. So just honoring that movement. And there's always someone that would probably trade you for where you are. So try not to want always to be somewhere else. Accept where you are, because that's a beautiful place to be. Be proud of yourself and come back again and again. It's amazing the progress that will happen, the transformation that will happen. So enjoy the rest of your day. Come back and see me again. Namaste. Bye.